4 ends.
Mike D 3213 here.
From We Are Sports Gaming. Today's the 2020 NFL Draft running back prospects. As me and Mike head down, look, running back this year, there's really not a lot of hype. Every team's almost solidified a little bit in a running back position. Second round, maybe late first if they're lucky. Not many big names, too. I think we can both agree to that.
I think it's a weaker draft, but every year it seems like there's somebody that plays well, that steps up to the occasion. So there's going to be someone in this draft. I just don't know who yet.
Exactly, and I mean we did a research on a few names. Look, we didn't go really deep with the running back, but you know what? We're gonna throw out a few names and we're gonna tell you guys what we think. So let's start off with DeAndre Swift, who is projected to be supposedly by the analysts the number 1 best running back in the draft. Go ahead.
DeAndre Swift, he does everything good, but at the end of the day, he's undersized. I mean, that could work to his advantage in some cases in the NFL. He can get lost, but he can also, it's going to be wear and tear on his body. He can get hurt, too. I don't think he's a 3-down back at the NFL level. Maybe he was at the college level. He definitely was at the college level, but I think he could struggle at the NFL level. But I'm not questioning the guy's heart or anything. He runs the ball hard. He can catch the ball. He can do a little bit of everything, but I just don't see him being a first-round pick.
Again, I mean, number 1, he is small. Look, I'm always a fan of bigger players. It's always something I always look to. Bigger, faster, stronger. Yeah. You know, you really can't teach those things.
Speed and power, 2 most important things in pretty much any sport.
Yeah, so again, you look at a man named DeAndre Swift, 5'8", 212 pounds. Right away, it kind of turns me off. He has pretty decent speed around a 4.48, which is,
he's not that fast, honestly.
He can, honestly, I've seen him run some people over, which is impressive. But again, it's at the college level. He has fight in goal line situations. He will push the pile. Pretty good with agility. Probably the shiftiest back coming out of the draft. Very shifty, has decent vision. He's okay at catching the ball. He's not going to catch it a lot, but he can catch.
He can catch.
To me, one of the better running backs in the draft, but again, not worthy of first round picks.
I think he's a role player.
Yeah,
he's a role player in an offense that has a pounder. So like an offense that has a big back. Like we were talking about before we started the video, the Dolphins that have Jordan Howard. You throw a Swift in there, that's a great change of pace back.
Exactly. And Mike, you're looking at the NFL. It's not no more you don't have that the person that just pounds it. It's turning into 2-3 running back systems.
The Panthers have it, and only a few teams have workhorse. So
it's crazy. It's crazy. Yep. So again, these running backs are probably going to most likely just be role players, a lot of them. Let's go on to the next one. Jonathan Taylor, go ahead.
Jonathan Taylor could be a workhorse. But he lacks hands. He doesn't catch the football well. If he starts catching the football, he's very fast. He's got decent vision, and he's big. He can run people over. He could be a good running back in this league, but he just needs to learn. There's a lot of guys that can't catch, and I think if that limits the amount you're on the field. Like he caught the ball out of the backfield well. He caught screen passes, but like running routes, he's not very good. I mean, a lot of guys aren't, but that's what makes you a complete running back in the NFL is if you can do everything.
Look at McCaffrey, right? It's insane.
McCaffrey, look at Saquon Barkley. They can do everything. That's why they're head and shoulders above everybody else.
Look, you look at Jonathan Taylor, man, 5'10", 226, a lot bigger than DeAndre Swift. Look, I was sitting and watching this film at school, and there was kids like, oh, yeah, he's okay, but he's not. I'm like, guys, he looks fast. That's the combine turns on, and he runs a 4.39. Fastest active starting running back in the NFL at that 40 time. Faster than Saquon. Look, again, 40 doesn't mean much, but look, as a running back, and you got an open hole, and you got to run in that straight line, 40 time turns into something. And this man, I don't think many people will be able to catch up to him. I give him an A with in-game speed. Everyone thought it was crazy. It turns out that he is very fast. He doesn't truck as good as you would want. I honestly saw DeAndre Swift truck more people off of him than Taylor has.
Yeah,
he has fight in the goal line situations. He will fight and push his way into the pile. His agility is a little lackluster. Catching is definitely lackluster, like you were saying before, worse than Swift's. And I think he has pretty damn good vision. I think he has good vision. For me, I think Taylor's my number 1 running back coming out of the draft, but there are a few other names that I do really like that could push. None of these guys are really shocking. You know what I mean? None of them really are.
None of them are like great at several things. They're mostly balanced running backs. Pretty much all of them.
Yeah. there's some receiving bats in this draft, and then there's some guys that are just running bats. Nobody can really do it all, it seems like, in this draft. Yeah. There's a few names that we'll mention, but let's go on to the next one, J.K. Dobbins.
See, now J.K. Dobbins, he's another guy that could potentially be the best running back in this draft. He touched the ball 300 times this year and ran for 2,000 yards and 21 touchdowns. That's a great college season. But again, that's a college level. But he coming from Ohio State, they got good pedigree in running backs. Zeke came from there. He's a well-rounded running back, I would say. I think he can do it all pretty well. I think he's going to be a good running back in the league.
Yeah, he did a lot for that team. Let me tell you something. 5'10", 209.
Yeah.
He's bigger than Swift. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Speed. He doesn't even look like he has straight speed. It looks like he's very quick. Very quick. Yes. He can catch the football better than any of the ones that we just mentioned above. He's more of a complete bat than the other two above.
I don't think Dobbins is the guy that's going to run away from you. He's not going to run away from a pile, but I think that he's quick in like shorter spaces.
Yeah, he's he's explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to run that straight line faster than Taylor, but he's going to be quick. He can move. I gave him better agility than Taylor, better catching than both of them.
Yeah.
Vision's worse. I think he doesn't have as good vision. It looks like he's explosive, and he's not going to run somebody over. But this guy right here, he plays with a lot of heart. He's going to rack up some yards. I forget what you said. It was like 6-7 yards per carry in college.
6.7 yards a carry. That's impressive, especially
it is very much
the ball over 300 times.
Yeah, but wear and tear is an issue, like you said. Yeah. It's definitely an issue. But Dobbins is definitely somebody you want to look out for. As we go on to the next one, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Oh, yeah, you're putting him before Akers? All right,
well, yeah, because that's where he's listed.
I think he's the worst one out of the top 5 we're going to go over. He's small. He's not that fast for his size. I'm going to be honest, like LSU fans, I'm sorry. Nothing impresses me about Clyde at all. I mean, there's just not much to say about him.
Yeah. I'm you know me with college. He's from LSU?
Yeah.
Mike, let's put it this way, okay? LSU threw the ball so much this year. This guy, I mean, like, yeah, like Clyde. I watched a little bit of film. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I watched very little bit of film on him.
Dude,
didn't really like what I saw when I watched. I turned it on. I was like, I give everyone a fair shot. I watched him 2 minutes. This guy, I think I watched for 30 seconds. I was like, there's nothing there.
He's 5'7".
5'7".
He's gonna get killed.
Yeah, like there. Look, they said underrated. I don't really see underrated. Look, again, I'm not trying to be tough on him, but there was really nothing there. Say it again. I'm sorry, you broke up again for me.
I see underwhelming.
Yeah, underwhelming. You're right. Everyone wants to be so nice, but what though? The truth is, if I'm a GM, I'm not drafting him. I'm sorry.
I'm not touching him.
Not yet, at least.
At all.
All right, last guy we got listed, Cam Akers. I'm more of a fan of this guy.
Like. Cam Akers can do everything decently. He's not phenomenal at one thing. He's a very balanced runner. He can catch the ball. He played Florida State. They had a rough offensive line. He still made plays. He seemed explosive to me, as explosive as anybody else we've talked about so far. I think he's going to be a good running back coming out of this draft if put in the right situation.
Yeah, again, look, he is literally, I think, the biggest guy coming out of this draft. Him and Jonathan Taylor are up there.
One of the biggest, yeah.
He's he is big. He's a complete back. He looks physical. I mean, to me, this guy could be definitely the sleeper.
Yeah.
I remember you were watching something before that said he actually may be the sleeper. We don't really listen to analysts. We come up with our own stuff. He may be the sleeper in this draft. Everyone else we really didn't look at yet. I know there's a few other names, Zach Moss, Benjamin, Keish, Sean, Vaughn. We didn't really take time to look at them yet. But these 5 guys, I mean, they can range anywhere from the late first round to, I would say, the 4th, 5th round. Yeah. And I mean, the other few guys, I mean, they're not going to, yeah.
It's gonna be, I mean, if there's a first round pick, it's going to be late.
Yeah, very late, yeah. 20s, 30s. Yeah. I mean, if you're lucky. I mean, I'm seeing second round written all over these guys. Because honestly, go ahead.
Akers' numbers aren't going to jump out at you, but their offensive line, Florida State's offensive line was terrible. And he made plays with the best he could with the terrible offensive line. So we'll see what he can do in the NFL if he gets on a team that has a decent one.
That's what I'm saying. He did good for where he was at. Guys, again, let us know what you guys think too. But running backs, those are the 5 names that we looked at. again, if I had to solidify, I would probably go. I like Taylor. I like Taylor. Taylor and Akers, and I like Swift too, but he's just small.
I like Dobbins.
Dobbins, honestly, everyone that we mentioned, I kind of like besides a man named Edwards-Helaire. Watch him be the best. Watch him be the best.
If I had to take one, I'm probably going with Cam Akers.
Honestly, right? Because he's so balanced.
But I think I'm going with Cam, either him or Dobbins.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I had a choice, I'm not touching any of them.
If you have a running back already, don't worry about drafting one. But that's really it. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right, guys, sign off now. Nick G4x4 and
Mike D3213.
From We Are Sports Game, the best is yet to come. Peace.